overthrow the whole government of status. Every day I'm studying the masses in the matter. Living in an era where this time don't really matter. Shove it in your stomach, let it skeet out of your bladder. Pussy ass niggas always talking to the chatter. Country ass niggas steady climbing up the ladder. Catch me eating seafood.
Man, checking in with the 478 Don. Y'all done seen him before. He got some things going on. He just did a Making Mike up. With the title of the song is Love is King. He doing views on Facebook. He doing views on YouTube. What you at with like six? You at what like 7K on Facebook now? On that Love is King.
Yeah, yeah.
So he steady pushing it, man. We got music that we working on. He got his personal music he working on. But man, another thing that I was saying was somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but he the first person to do a Making Mike Duck in Milledgeville. You know what I'm saying? He brought Making Mike Duck team to the Ville to do one on the west side where he growed up at, man. How it felt doing that over there in the neighborhood where you was in.
I felt good, man. You know what I'm talking about? I felt awesome. You know what I'm talking about? I felt natural. You know, I'm from the west side, North Pickens Street representative, West Thomas Street representative. You know what I'm saying? Where I grew up at. So I had to bring it on back home for the comeback. You know what I'm saying? Really, like I said, it ain't no comeback. Cause I still been out featuring on tracks and stuff like that. But as far as my solo project, you know, I've been going for a few years handling grown man business. You understand what I'm talking about? Getting my life straight. You know, trial and error now here. So goddamn, you know, it's time to get back in B mode.
Hey man, do
Definitely.
you think it's important for artists to put emphasis on it in their music, or do you think that? I guess to me, I can appreciate what you just said as far as grown man business. A lot of the times, man, we just see one side of the artist, bro. We don't see the other side of the artist. We don't see what he trying to get his stuff together, man. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be mentally, or family wise, whatever the case may be. Do you think you can be a person who kind of represent for the grown man and still do what you do as an artist?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I ain't gonna have no choice but to do it. Cause I am a grown ass man at the end of the day. You feel what I'm saying? So like,
All right.
I ain't got no choice, man. There's a lot of black males out here, but there's not enough black men. I put it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
When I say that, you know, a lot of guys don't know how to separate themselves from reality and fabrication. You understand what I'm saying? I don't fabricate shit really in none of my rounds. I might play around here and there. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna fabricate shit like I'm jumping off a plane and shooting goddamn down a whole goddamn gang of ops and all of that dumb ass shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure that, you know, you get some real substance behind each and every goddamn song or track I put out or be featured on. You feel what I'm saying? Either I goddamn went through it, or people around me done been through it, or I done seen it with my own eyes, or you know, it's gonna be some truth to it though. It ain't gonna be no motherfucking lies about this shit. You feel what I'm saying? I just feel like in this game it'd be a whole lot of false information being screwed out. Cause I remember once upon a time when I was street hustling, there's a lot of guys I ain't see out there that be talking all this goddamn all this dope shit. Or all this, you know what I'm saying, this and that about them being this and that and all that shit. That ain't even where it's at anyway. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I really don't be barking on that shit a lot on my track or talking like that. Cause I'm like shit. At the end of the day, I was doing that. You know, basically just the goddamn to make a living. You know what I mean? It wasn't nothing that I just did for fun. They put it like that. The niggas who got down, I seen doing it when I was growing up on North Pickens Street, wasn't doing it for fun. You understand what I'm saying? I come from a good family. I ain't gonna sit here in front like goddamn, like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was just raised and born in the goddamn street. Nah, nigga, I come from a good ass family, but we did stay in the motherfucking hood, which was North Pickens Street and West Thomas Street. Shit, so I was the product of my environment at the end of the day. You smell what I'm saying? But it's only so far. It's only so far your parents or your people gonna help you out too. But like, ain't nobody with just gushing money in my pocket and saying, "Here, goddamn, this money for your rent. Here, this money to goddamn pay your car note. Here, this money to pay your bills. This is like shit feel like that, nigga. I would have never goddamn touched no dope, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
nah, you know, I could have made some better choices, just like any of y'all could have. Who looking at this shit? You understand what I'm saying? But it is what it is. And I'm glad I survived everything that I went through.
Doing the Making Mike Dog over there by where you from. And like you said, it's not a comeback. You was being consistent over years, whether it just be features. Like you was still plugged in the music game. You just had a certain distance. You know what I'm saying, for personal reasons or whatever. But earlier you were speaking about the success you had and the motion you had, man. Stepping city to city, selling your CDs, bro, hand to hand. Being an independent artist, man, making money, hand to hand, hustle type shit, bro. You mind speaking on that again, bro?
Man, I treated it just like street hustling, you know what I'm saying, when I made that goddamn transition. You know, at first, you know what I'm saying, I was giving away my album on my project, you know what I'm saying? And then like to my second, third, and fourth project, I started charging $3, $5, and $10. Sometimes the people who got there really fuck with me. People really fuck with me. I was charging 10 cause I was still trying to grow. It wasn't be nothing to be no nasty shit. But if you fuck with me, you fuck with me shit. You know what I'm saying? You pay more for a goddamn pizza for God's sake. So like, you know what I'm saying? You about to get more ingredients than the goddamn toppings on the goddamn pizza. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I was making a couple of thousand on each project, you know what I'm saying? And selling them at $3 a pop and $5 a pop. You understand what I'm saying? Goddamn, that was a lot of hand-to-hand basis. And we're really no big internet hustling back then. You know what I'm saying? I was going city to city, counter to counter. You know, put my CDs in stores, put my posters up on the poles and shit, or in stores if they allowed me. You know what I'm saying? And then goddamn, I go around and meet the people. You know, it got so good one time. I remember I was in Dublin, Georgia, and Applebee's, and I had just got through handing out goddamn CDs. And I sold a few down there too, but I was hanging up posters and shit. It was a goddamn group of white boys sitting down. And I went to the bathroom. And like before I went to the bathroom, I wanted to say something to him, but I said, man, fuck that shit. And I came back and I walked past the table and I was like, man, fuck that shit. I went back, introduced myself. That's my third project. The same project I got $300 from a lady for, goddamn, just for that one project, you know what I'm saying, as a donation. The same project. Goddamn. I went back to show them that project. The white boy was like, man, we were just talking about you, man. They said this shit crazy than a motherfucker, goddamn. I like, me? They're like, hell yeah, like you the one with the Georgia Rebel goddamn flag around your goddamn head on one of the mountains. I like, yeah. They were like, man, I fucks with that album, goddamn. So I like, well, shit, nigga, here got my third one right here, then, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, that shit made me feel some type of way for real though. But it also let me know that I had been moving. You know what I'm saying? I was doing this shit solo. You know what I'm saying? I wish I would have had a team of people to help me out with it, because it would have moved a lot smoother and a lot wider. But you know what I'm saying? You know, you got certain individuals that, you know what I'm saying, got their, you know, whether they got their own thing going or they own the inner jealousy going on or whatever the hell have we. You feel what I'm saying? It's like shit, I wasn't gonna let that shit stop me. I was determined to get my own stuff out there, and that's what I did. And that's what I'm gonna continue to do, especially now that I'm back out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna touch more on this internet too, because I really didn't do that back then around that time, because it really wasn't the scene wasn't bumping like it is now on the internet. So, you know. Man. But let me say this though. That hand-to-hand shit is still way more effective than goddamn you just pressing send on that goddamn internet though. I promise you that. You understand what I'm saying? Shaking the motherfucker's hand, let them know who the fuck you is and what you bout. You understand? Have the product right there in their goddamn face so they can see it. You know what I'm saying? All good artwork too. You feel what I'm saying? And when we goddamn standing in no motherfucking kitchen with no fake ass stove behind me and some fake ass dope and some fake ass money all around me either. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to the ones that did that. I ain't goddamn I ain't hating on your partner, but I'm just being goddamn real. I put more thought into my shit. You know what I mean? I care more about my shit.
Nah, man. Hey, it's all good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's still tied to what you're saying, letting people know who you is. You know what I'm saying? That authenticity. Man, what is something you would like to accomplish as an artist this year?
Well, basically, get my visual out there more. Reach out to a even wider crowd outside of Middle Georgia, and to all 20 plus counties in Middle Georgia that hadn't heard of me or hadn't seen me in action. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that I grow more on the track as I come on these different beats or these different situations to work with more real live artists. You feel what I'm saying? That's really about this shit too. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I pretty much got the people I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? But I'm open to fuck with anybody who, like I said, authentic about themselves and what they do. You know, about their craft, about growing with their craft. Goddamn, sure done grown with mine since I first came out. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hey
I
man,
done blossomed
yeah,
a whole
man,
lot.
let's talk about that. Most definitely, let's talk about that, bro. Cause I want to ask you something like that. Not to just cut you off. So, you going by 478 done? I understand this ain't nothing new to you, but when I met you, you was going by Country AZZ. You feel me? So is it a name change or is it like a alter ego type thing? You know what I'm saying? Cause you got Pharaoh of the South going on too. You know what I'm saying? So can you help us understand what you have going on?
Well, I'm always gonna be country AZZ. You know what I'm saying? That's what I started off as, and then I evolved to the 478 Don. That's more cleaner and a more household name. You feel what I'm saying? But
Right?
I had, I had the first project was called 478 Don. So like that's always been in me too. That's kind of
Oh,
they kind of like split personalities. You could say that in a sense, but they all wrapped up in one at the end of the day. And the Pharaoh of the South is who I really grown into because you know I done learned so much over the years. You know what I'm saying? I done learned really what a lot of my real purpose is. You feel what I'm saying? Goddamn. And I'm not afraid to give it out, whether a motherfucker like it or not. You feel what I'm saying? I'm me. I know Fair of the South hold a heavy title, but you know, I feel like I'm one of the motherfuckers that can goddamn hold that weight. You know what I'm saying? Where the head is heavy that hold the crown. You feel what I'm talking about? I don't be goddamn giving a fuck. Hey, this is a motherfucking sport at the end of the day. So it's like shit. As I continue to grow and maneuver within this game, you know, um, I just don't feel like I don't feel like I don't feel like a motherfucker can stop me though. I ain't gonna stay in front with you. There ain't no arrogant shit or nothing like that. I just don't feel like a motherfucker can stop me from what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Unless you put me in that goddamn ground. So at the end of the day, my music can still live after that. How about that? I got motherfucking tracks I had did years ago. You know what I'm saying? That still resonate with today's time. You feel what I'm saying? That's not no no easy shit or no easy feat to have done. You understand what I'm saying? You got to be really locked into the universe to make this shit happen. I got all kind of nationalities that fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And male and female, I don't give a fuck what the fuck they is. Black, white, Hispanic, Chinese, Arab. You understand? What Indian? Shit, I don't give a fuck. All of them fuck with me, who fuck with me. The universal music I make, goddamn. I just don't make it for the hood. That's where I come from. I'm a product of my motherfucking hood. But I just don't represent for the hood though. I represent for the whole motherfucking world. That's what I said, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I'm representing for the whole middle Georgia where I'm from, nigga.
Always.
You know I'm gonna take that part out right.
Always. Always.
You know I'm gonna chop that part out, don't you?
Say what?
You know I'm gonna chop that little part out, don't you?
Now, that shit be hard though. You know what I'm saying? Middle Georgia representing to the death, boy. You know what I'm saying? 478. Like I said, that shit when motherfuckers was laughing at me. Goddamn, that shit ain't wasn't cool to rep when I was out in 2011 screaming 478. Motherfucker looking at me crazy. Cause motherfucker want to be from the city so bad. A lot of motherfuckers be ashamed of goddamn they hear.
Some on still do for some reason.
Hey man, the ether's on. You can try to be a city boy all you want to. Them city boys know you ain't no city boy, so you might as well be who the fuck you is.
No,
A
don't.
fucking A country motherfucking nigga. Country ass nigga.
For somebody who ain't never really heard your music before, how would you describe your style? Or how would you describe your music?
Very unorthodox. You understand what I'm saying? Goddamn, I'm more of a rock and roll, rap, hip hop, lyrical assassin. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck, man. Goddamn, I do what I feel. You know, I can't be boxed in. See, some motherfuckers think I'm just a conscious rapper. Like, no, I just ain't no conscious rapper, motherfucker. Shit, I got other. They ain't got a goddamn thing to do with no consciousness. But I always keep conscious of goddamn of myself and what's going on. I ain't on there goddamn spewing no lies and no dumb shit though. At the end of the day, you understand what I'm saying? Hell yeah, I like having fun too. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, nigga, I come from North Pickens Street, West Thomas Street. You understand what I'm saying? Goddamn, I do similar things hood niggas do in their free time. You feel what I'm saying? But that ain't gotta be displayed out on camera for you to goddamn think I'm cool or you know what I'm saying, down or whatever the fuck the word is. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn shit. Yeah, whatever to me. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you acknowledging that, man. Cause I'm a firm believer in, man, some things just ain't meant for everybody to be tied into. Like some things gotta be intimate, bro. You know what I'm saying? If we bring you in, we bring you in. But damn, everybody feel like they entitled to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? With this and seeing that because it's done, the access has been so free to where people show you some of everything. Like some things are meant for those people, like your sacred group of people that you deal with, or you kick it with, you bond with. Everything ain't meant for the internet. You feel me?
No.
Or the camera or whatever, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, shit, in the era I grew up in, you know what I'm saying, you do your dirt out by your lonely, you know what I'm saying, and you keep that shit on the low. You know what I mean? I done hung around with all types of niggas, you know what I'm saying, that ain't on camera, goddamn, displaying what the fuck they did or do. You know what I'm saying, goddamn, like. The only thing I give a fuck about is how we gonna grow, how we gonna goddamn get to this motherfucking money, you understand, and how we gonna use this money the right way to build. You feel what I'm saying?
Shit, bro. Stop, man.
Overthrow the whole government of status. Every day I'm studying the masses in the matter. Living in an era where this time don't really matter. Shove it in your stomach, let it skeet out of your bladder. Pussy ass niggas always talking to the chatter. Country ass niggas steady climbing up the ladder. Catch me eating seafood, 4750 platter. Smoking on that dope in the road is a habit. Gotta have them collard greens turn up in the cabbage. It's so many people that I love inside the casket. Remember in the west side, heavy trapping. I was getting money, all facts, no capping. 9mm on my waist was cracking. Flag in your face, 8-ball headed popping. Niggas in the streets knew I knew about something. Special education when it comes to this hustling. Making dumb money, retarded with them hundreds. You ain't got no money cause you spend it with them busters. All that name brand shit don't make you no hustler. It's the mind frame steady coming up with something. Say that you a man but you never bringing nothing. Reaching out your hands like somebody owe you something. Fuck that shit, bitch, gon' get it pumping. Party on the head like I'm 8-town stumping. Every day I'm working on a different way to blossom. Gotta have patience, life is hard to swallow. Boy, I hope they're teaching you the value of a dollar, cause it don't come free, ain't nobody gonna offer. But they help you spend it if you got it in your pockets. Everyone's your friend when you got it in your wallets. Ain't nobody there when you're plotting for the profits. Country as the Don spit words like a prophet. All these other rappers in my vision microscopic, acting like they don't see the Don when I'm talking. Bet they hit it semi-automatic when it's walking. Ain't no calm down, boy, now you talking all that homo shit. What's worse than a lying ass stupid bitch? All the presses and them niggas who be loving it. Say they want all of the smoke till the shit is thick. It's so many youngers dying on the daily stint. You's a grown ass man acting like a bitch. Read the language of the sand, dirty footprints. Every level that I reach gotta make sense. Used to be a prince, now I'm on some king shit. Making money on the daily for my business. Roger Lee, Adams Transport, we in here. Ain't nobody gonna stop it cause my mind clear. I done learned so much in these short years. Like who really for me and who really not here. Love is king, overruling him regardless. Still pumping, ain't no forgotten artists. Had to sacrifice my time from them parties. Only conversate with people that be smart, bitch. Being getting money, ain't nobody starving here. Drinking
I ain't talking about building no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like building empires and shit. You know what I mean? Making the community goddamn paving these streets full of gold out here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas read about it in the Bible and shit. We can make this shit happen in real life out here. It's going on in real life in other communities. Well, I mean, I get black folk goddamn feel like shit. That's all in the goddamn book somewhere or something like it is some make believe some make believe fiction or some shit. I don't know.
No, so let me ask you this. Out the top of your head, bro, give me your 3 top Pharaoh songs of all time. I'm talking about stuff that we might not even know you know what I mean? It might be unreleased. You know what I'm saying? Your top 3, 4, 7, 8 done tracks, bro. That your favorite. Not they favorite, but your favorite.
Oh shit. I mean,
Just give me just give me 3 now. You got a whole heap of music. You got a vast catalog. You got a vast catalog. But give me your top 3 off the top of your head now. All
well,
right.
really, the next single is called "The Great Pyramid." You know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorite. Goddamn, I got a song with Naya Serenity. That my niece. She was on damn American Idol. You understand what I'm saying? I got a track. That's a track out the Fair of the South. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite. And then uh, the Louis V. It ain't my track, but I'm on the track. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. That's one of my top 3. You
It's
know what I'm
safe
saying?
to say it's our song. It's safe to say that.
Most definitely. Is that it's on Hood Guru 478 goddamn mixtape. You feel what I'm talking about? Legendary Graffiti. Number 2. Understand what I'm saying? Goddamn. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. But we had goddamn about 25K on that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I love. Did you give me 2 or did you give me 3?
Yeah, that was the third one.
So we got a Great Pyramid, which you said that's your next single.
Yeah,
So we can
yeah.
expect to see that this year.
Oh, you damn right. Goddamn. Before I know before summer, really in the springtime. Probably next month sometime, really. I ain't gonna say in front, by next month sometime in April.
Okay, that's a bad Great Pyramid and the one with your niece on. What's the name of that one?
They call it Burnt Face.
Burnt Face.
Yeah, yeah. That's another name for Ethiopia.
Oh, it's talking about the sand of the land.
What? Yeah, the sand of the land. There you go. I heard you say it. Yeah. That's one of the names that they call Ethiopia. They called it at one point in time. Um, on each track on the Pharaoh of the South, I made sure I named after after African heritage. Just put it like that.
Okay, bro, let's start there, bro. We gotta talk about that. We gotta talk about it. And shout out to FYBJ man. That's my first time saying that on camera, but behind the scenes, we always hitting each other with a like, let's start there. But he the first person that I ever heard say that. But anyway, bro, that's first of all, bro, that's super dope. That's super creative, bro. And for you to be paying homage to our heritage, bro. Bro, that's the whole conversation right there, bro. Let's talk about that.
Most definitely, most definitely. Um, I chose that because at the time of my life when I was making the project, I was heavily learning and reading about our history, a lot of our history before slavery. You understand what I'm saying? Because it was plenty of life millions of years before that. You know what I'm saying? That's what they started us off with in America. You know what I'm saying? To make us feel some type of way, to make us feel lower. But man, please, we got them with doing everything up under the goddamn sun, and anything you can think of that's out here in this world, we got them was a part of and had our hand in. You understand what I'm saying? Creating. I don't give a fuck what it is. You understand what I'm saying? Shit, we had technology way more advanced back then in Africa goddamn, than we do now today in America. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of that shit, when they say a lot of that shit was stolen, but you better believe that shit. I don't give a fuck what it is. You understand what I'm saying? From laptops all the way to goddamn cell phones, to cars and planes and watches and all that shit. All that shit was back then, man. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing new. We've been selling ships and all that shit. Hell, we were here before goddamn your boy Christopher Columbus and all that dumb shit. You feel what I'm saying? We've been goddamn pirates in the oceans and all that kind of shit. Navigating the ocean and shit. You know what I mean? It's a lot of shit, man. But that's why I chose to name that project that, and that's why I guess a lot of people would take me as a conscious rapper too, which I'm not just a conscious rapper. I'm all around the board, because I get on some street shit too. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck to the point of like, you know, like I said, as long as ain't no dumb shit and it makes sense. But I mean, I definitely not gonna come to the same each project, because this project ain't nothing like my other 4 projects. And none of my projects are the same anyway. Each project got its own persona, own time, and its own space. And I guarantee you my next project ain't gonna be nothing like the Pharaoh of the South, and it shouldn't be.
Oh shit. Now see, now we going somewhere. Again. That give people who listen to you, it's like you keeping your fans on their toes. How he gonna come this time? Dang, he came like this last time. How he gonna come next time? So is Pharaoh of the South the name of the project?
Yeah.
Motherfucker. Country AZZ, the 478 Don back up in this bitch once again. You know what I'm talking about? Got a special representative with me today. You know what I'm talking about? The 478 hood guru in this bitch. Making moves, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? No but real nigga shit around this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Representing for the real nigga. You know what I'm saying? 478 style, nigga. Ha! Damn. Hustle in these streets, keep it current, ain't no throwback. Niggas ain't fucking with us, you already know that. Middle Georgia niggas, we the realest and we show that. Boy, I beat your ass if you shit up on my doormat. Hustle in these streets, keep it current, ain't no throwback. Niggas ain't fucking with us, you already know that. Middle Georgia niggas, we the realest and we show that. Boy, I beat your ass if you shit up on my doormat.
I'm a Middle Georgia nigga, I do Middle Georgia shit. I'm about with kinda brave, I ain't nothing like a bitch. I've been running up my wages, concentrating on them licks. I'm a real big player, but just know I keep the stick. I'm an Indian and the chief, I don't get in the beef, I handle business how I please. I promise this how I lead. If I charge your ass a fee, it's cause I know you didn't believe. You never try to ride my wave, please get all you need. Don't wanna hear what you heard, cause I know what I see. We don't kick it with no sucker, this sucker shit a disease. I be posted with the hustlers, if them